Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Crypto, Coffee and Lo-Fi. A bit of a late episode today, but either way we're going to get into it. We're just shy off of London Open. We've seen an expansion like I said we would over the last few days. We're reaching into the equal highs. Buying now is probably not the best idea unless they're small scalps. Buying now, you're pretty much just buying into resistance. I think we can see a small dip, possibly take out some equal lows on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then if we do see that, and if the sweep is then followed by some reaccumulation, then we can look to get long. I'm in a short scalp on Bitcoin here. I was in earlier at full risk, wasn't liking the look of the price action, so I cut the trade. And then my dumbass decided to re-enter, but with lower risk. So I'm just going to explain this to you. I did take I'll go over Bitcoin first, actually. So, a few days ago on episode 17, I pointed out the fact that we had taken out this low, and then formed a bullish broken base. I said that we would return and then rally up and take out these highs all here, which we have done. Okay, we've actually taken out this one as well. The only high left that I'm watching will be this high right here. I'm not totally sure that we'll reach into it just yet, though, which is what I was explaining. So if we jump onto the 5 minute, we can see a double confirmation short. So it's right here. So we swept a high. We then broke below the low that swept the high. Once we return, we form the same pattern again. All I'm doing is trading the exact same pattern, using the pattern to find accumulation, distribution, to kind of pick up on if we're going to be ranging or expanding. At the moment, I think we are going to range. We're reaching into the range highs, so what makes sense is that we take out the range highs and then fall back down to the range lows, or at least take some equal lows. So here we have the short setup. So I'm short here with my stop right above 409. Okay, just targeting all these equal lows. If we can get a sweep of these equal lows around London Open or New York Open today, followed by some reaccumulation. So what I was explaining before, so I move down here, preferably taking out this low and these lows, and then form a pattern, something like this. Then that will be a decent long entry. If we do that, then we should be good to head up into 43K. Okay, and take out the final high that I pointed out earlier. So something like that would be ideal. But if we don't get it, that's fine. We may see a long scalp entry on an alt or something. So here is the long entry that I took yesterday. So we had, again, a bunch of equal highs. So all I'm doing here is looking for accumulation. So what that looks like to me is something like this. So a low, breaking above the high that swept the low. Once we return into this zone, into the broken base zone, we then form the same pattern again. Now, this is one part of the strategy, but then you also have to consider market structure, possible liquidity zones. So do we have equal highs? Okay, which we did. So we had the entry here, which we can see on the lower time frames. I'll go on there in a sec. But we did have all of these equal highs resting right above, falling back into support right here, here, and here. So it was an obvious setup, and it hit our target perfectly and then retrace all the way back down. Now, I did set limits again here, but unfortunately they didn't fill. But let's just go into the 1 minute here. It doesn't get much cleaner than this. All right. So this is how simple the strategy is. It does take time to learn, don't get me wrong, but the concepts are actually quite simple. So here we have a sweep of these equal lows. We break above the high, either here or here, that was responsible for taking the lows. Then once we return, we form the exact same pattern again, see a perfect retest right here, and then take off. And our entry was around 2484, and that was posted in the Easy in Easy Out group chat. If you want access to that, click the link in the description below. I posted it, or the proof, all on Twitter and everything like that. So we had an entry here, target right around 2,600, hit our target, and then fell off. So going forward, just trying to keep this as quick as possible. We've taken out these key highs now. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a small retrace going into London. This is in line with the double confirmation short on Bitcoin. that I'm getting. Whether or not we make another high, it's another story. But I think I think the best thing for price to do right now is to run out all these equal lows and possibly retest this level or even this level. So I'm just sticking with the short for now. If I do see a double confirmation long on any alts or on Bitcoin, I think they're favored still. So I will favor the longs over shorts for now. No worries, guys. If you enjoyed that, like, comment, subscribe, leave your feedback below. Thank you all. If you want access to the strategy, click the link in the description below. No worries, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.